Hey YouTube, this is Southern Purple One, and welcome to Boots on the Ground and News You Should Know. Special thanks to Shark, that's her nickname. She had a pet. It was a guinea pig. It's Petunia, Princess Petunia, and she would always send the kids pictures of it and information on it. Petunia passed away just recently, but thank you for the little ornament. The kids will put it on their tree. Let's get right into the news. Ukraine. Ex-NATO officer has estimated that Ukraine is losing about 800 men or women a day, 800 troops a day. The Russians have actually put their number a little bit lower than that. The Russian defense minister said that they've lost about 400,000 troops killed or wounded. This puts about 600 men. No matter what the number is, the death and the injury is crippling the country of Ukraine. So much so that the Ukrainian government has issued an edict or the invitation to come back if you have left to get out of the war, and they would like all fighting men who have left to come back, and they're trying to add to their numbers. They would like to do about a 450,000 to 500,000 new army so they can have a counterattack. But I believe many people that have fled the country will not come back because this will be certain death or serious bodily injury, and it's really for a lost cause. Hamas has just rejected an Israeli offer for a ceasefire. The ceasefire would be for an exchange of about 40 captives, mostly men, women, and children. Hopefully they can work this out and get this brutal assault stopped. Peace would be much better than continuing this, but I understand that Israel does not want Hamas to be in power. North Korea leader has come out and said their enemies, which would be the United States, must fear us. And they've been doing a lot of long-range intercontinental ballistic missile testing. They did another one. This has a range of, they say, 15,000 kilometers. That's a long way. This will hit anywhere in the United States can be targeted now. The Prime Minister of Slovakia said that they do not want Ukraine at this time to join NATO, and they would stop it. They say if Ukraine joined NATO now, this would be the start for sure of World War III. So hopefully this does not happen. Also, Slovakia has also said they are not going to seize real estate owned by the Russian government or any assets seized by it. But the Czech Republic said they are, so they're going to take any Russian property or anything of value and seize that. So Russia has no way to get it back after the war. The Yemenis Houthis are causing a big problem with shipping. It also has the Pentagon worried because of the amount of money. I'm worried about the just the money that it takes to deploy assets, keep them over there. It's expensive, but just let's look at what it's costing every time the Houthis fire a drone. These are estimated to cost $2,000 for one of these missiles or drones. The United States military is using $2.1 million missile to shoot it down. So let's say $2,000 compared to 2.1. This is very concerning because they could saturate us, using up all our missiles. India is also over in this coalition, and they have two of their Navy destroyers in the Gulf there near the Red Sea to patrol and protect maritime commerce. The Russia-China trade agreements, they are slowly, or actually right now, they're completely phased out the use of the U.S. Federal Reserve, the U.S. dollar, for their trade. So Russia and China are only doing trades right now in their currency, no more U.S. dollar. The U.S. sanctioned Russia, and a lot of our Western companies had to leave Russia. This has just opened the market for China. China's car market is really doing really well over there. Right now, 90% of all Russian car imports are coming from China. And this is directly a result of the exodus of the European, American, and South Korean, Japanese car makers that had to leave because of the sanctions. So really, we have shot ourselves in the foot. We have penalized a lot of good companies that cannot do business, and it's only made China stronger and Russia stronger. You might have seen that some people are re-enlisting into the military, the ones that were kicked out because they would not take the COVID-19 shot. So far, the numbers have grown up to 57, I believe. This is only 3% of the 1,903 Army soldiers that were kicked out because they would not get it. So really, 3% have rejoined the military. In October, Ford announced a major pullback, um, and they were stopping a $12 million investment in electric car design and production. They're just saying there's massive losses building electric cars. Um, so I think Audi has also announced they're slowing down their electric car production and development. And they're going to concentrate more on hybrids and traditional gas-powered vehicles. The world is finding out that these cars are very expensive to manufacture, very expensive to maintain. A slight small accident can damage them and total these vehicles out. And then the cost of replacing the battery is unbelievable. So I don't think the world is going to pick up on these electric cars like the governments of the world want us to. You've probably heard about the facility in Ecuador that the cinnamon samples for the applesauce were contaminated. It's causing a lot of problems with lead contamination. 65 kids under the age of 6 have been diagnosed with lead poisoning linked to this applesauce. Also, the Egyptians, with the border with Gaza, they have completed recently a new wall, and this wall is an 8 to 10 meter concrete barrier that will keep out the Palestinians from fleeing the war. This is a big fence, 8 to 10 meters. It has barbed wire on top, and they're also building guard towers. It is sort of funny. We cannot protect our border from illegal invasion, but the Egyptians are building a border fence and keeping out definitely people fleeing a war. And no one in the world is saying, hey, why are you doing it? Why don't you let the Palestinians in? But everyone in the world is complaining if we would like to build a wall and keep out millions of people trying to come here. You've probably heard about these shortages of medicine. It's not getting better. There's a lot of medicines that are short supply. And the problem is they're having to take name brand medicines or generic medicines and try to figure out what you can take to solve the same problem. And this is costing a lot of people. An ADH medicine is definitely short. And it's costing people, normally some of these people, they say here, I would spend $20 a month on this medication. Now I have to spend $300. So it's definitely hurting a lot of people. So there you go. Short boots on the ground. I hope you're prepping. I hope you're praying. Thanks for watching.